Says we're live. Hey guys, we're live.
Hello.
So let me tweet this out really quick. Hold on. Yeah. Go back. It's my first day. Sorry, I'm just tweeting this out. How's everyone doing tonight? How's Big John doing tonight?
Big John's doing pretty good.
That's good.
How's Daren Hillhouse?
You know, I'm doing pretty fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Looks like Jared's doing swell. All right, I gotta ask you. I'm calling you Jared. You want us to call you North Wash, or is Jared okay? To me, you're Jared, but if you want us to call you North Wash, let us know now, and that'll be what happens. You can call him. Okay. Haha. So let's see. One second. Hold on. All right. So let me send you a link, John. So we have two.
A link? What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna call you Gladius, and Gladius John wants to join. So we have Gladius and Big John. Hold on. We have two.
JON.
Yeah. So let's see.
Up, and my video went away.
No video go away.
Come on.
Says I'm here. All right, Jared. How are you doing, Jared? It is time for a new phone. What the? I thought I told you to turn off. I was distracting. It's okay.
I'm not gonna mess with it. It's driving me crazy.
It's fine. Yeah, there you go. How are you doing, Gladius?
What's up, dude?
How are you? So, those of you that missed or that saw my live stream last night, those of you that missed my live stream last night, you didn't miss much. I had computer issues out the wazoo.
Hello, Mick Lockdown.
Yeah, MC Lockdown is in the chat. He stopped by last week. So yeah. But last night I had a live stream to celebrate 500 subscribers, and my computer took a big old dump, so it didn't go very well. I guess that's what you get for buying a Mac, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been Windows myself, so I don't know anything about them.
No. I've been Mac since 2011. And
that's what happened. That's what's wrong with you.
I know everything's wrong with me. Everything is wrong with me. So it's good for everything that I really need it for, except for I want it for gaming and live streaming, and it just doesn't do that. Shut up, Jared. Nobody asked you.
Macintosh apples.
Macintrash. So I played this video last night, but it froze my computer, so I wanted to show it again. 1 second.
McCrapple.
Nope. Here we go. Did you guys see that?
Hold on, play it again.
Play it again? All right.
Yeah. Was this last night? You were live streaming this?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, what the heck was that? That's a failed dive, ain't it?
What?
You failed at diving.
Okay, so I'm not a diver. I can't dive. I can't swim. But this was 3 weeks ago when my parents were in town. They got a hotel with a pool so my kids could go swimming. And we went swimming. My 4-year-old, she's now 5. She would always plug her nose, and then as she was getting in the water, she would go like this. And so, I was trying to mimic that, but I slipped and fell, and I had a belly flop.
That's funny.
I know, right?
Awesome.
That's quality right there.
Oh my gosh. You should upload that YouTube.
Ooh. So I might do that. So when my parents were in town, I didn't do anything with YouTube. I slacked off because I wanted to spend the time with them. But that was one golden nugget that I saved right there.
Diving's actually pretty easy.
See, my thing is I can't swim at all.
That's okay. You gotta learn sometime.
Like, part of the problem,
Jared, you gotta throw him into the deep end.
that's my problem. It wasn't Jared, it was my other brother. He would throw me into the deep end, and I got scared. And
You either gotta sink or swim.
well,
Yep.
I didn't do either. So we have 2 Johns in here. We have Big John and Gladius John. I know it's very confusing. At one point, I remember last year we had 3 Johns with John Haggerty.
Oh my gosh.
So, see,
That was
Jared
so confusing.
says I think.
That was so confusing last year.
You remember that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, how's the sports going, Big John?
It's going pretty good. We won today.
Yay! And you're in volleyball, right?
Yes, volleyball right now.
How much longer do you have on the volleyball?
Until January 5th is when the tournament is.
January 5th. All right. And how many games do you have?
What, in the tournament?
Yeah. Well, like, don't you do games up until January 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every Saturday until then.
Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. And how's your weight loss journey going?
Going very well.
Rad. That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you, it's super. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's super hard to lose weight. So,
yeah. Well, Big John's been doing it for quite a while, and
almost 2 years now.
If you ask me, like, I've watched the transformation on Facebook when he posts pictures, and it's pretty cool.
That's good.
You should make like a video of like all your pictures up until that would be pretty sweet.
Come on, Daren, I ain't that kind of tech savvy.
Send them to me, I'll do it. I'll throw it together.
All right. We'll have to think about that.
I'll throw it together and I'll send it back to you so you can put it on your channel.
All right, that sounds cool.
How
I'll have to find the pictures though. Are they up on YouTube? I mean Facebook. Yeah, there should be some up there.
Yeah. So what else have you been up to? I know you're walking tomorrow.
Yep.
Is that the one with Haggerty?
Nah, not with Haggerty. That was last week.
That was last week. Are you streaming tomorrow?
If I had a new phone tomorrow, then yes.
Oh, okay.
Not,
is your phone just giving you crap?
Tons of it.
That's no good. I'm sorry.
Daren just got his mushrooms.
I did. I love mushrooms. Sorry, my lady wife just texted me.
Keep it down, Daren. You're too loud. Waking up the kids.
So no streaming. Are you But you're still able to make videos, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're not quitting the YouTube journey.
I'm not quitting the YouTube.
Yay.
Definitely
YouTube
not
live.
quitting the YouTube.
So, have you been doing any racing, Big John? Or sorry, Gladius John? See?
Well, I had to take a break from that because we just had our third child. But I
Holy
will
cow!
be,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. I should be getting back into racing. There is one next weekend, but it's a little bit too soon to leave the wife and go off for a weekend of racing. So
Makes sense.
definitely in January, possibly a GNCC in December. We'll see.
What's the GNCC?
That's your major big dog pro stuff. Of course, I won't be placing up front or anything, but whenever you see
not with that attitude, you won't.
Well, dude, these guys are incredible. But if you ever turn on ESPN and you watch woods racing, you always see motocrosses and stuff like that. But if you ever watch any woods racing, that's what GNCC is. So
hey, Larry Johnson, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you're having a fantastical evening. Was that like enduro or is that similar?
Yep, it's exactly like enduro. Okay. And then what's interesting is there's no way in hell I could qualify for it, but I actually got invited to WESS, which is that's the same series Graham Jarvis runs, the Erzberg Rodeo. So I don't have enough money to fly out to Romania and stuff to ride, so that's not going to happen. But
yeah, maybe one day.
Maybe we'll see.
Are you still? I am such a slacker with watching everybody's content, but are you still making videos on the YouTubes? Is that a no?
Huh?
Are you still making videos, Gladius?
Yeah, sorry, I had my mic muted.
Oh,
yeah, I'm posting every week right now, but I'm thinking about slowing down a little bit. I'm definitely not quitting or anything, but everybody has this illusion that I ride these amazing places every week, and I really don't. I'll go somewhere and I'll ride, and that'll be 3 videos.
Yeah,
but
sorry to interrupt. I remember last time we were talking about how it gets expensive to ride and it's time consuming and so.
Oh yeah, I mean you got to think most of the places that I'm riding are 3-4 hours away. You have travel expenses with that, maintenance on the truck, and all that.
Yeah,
the bike ain't cheap at all. It's pretty expensive to run. So I'm in a couple $200-300 just to go out and ride for a day. It's pretty expensive.
Understandable. Do you have anywhere around your neck of the woods that you can ride, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. But the problem is, as I progressed over time, people see those kind of trails as boring. They want to see me at the top of a mountain riding a wheelie. They don't want to see me down at on the fire trail down the road here. So
yeah,
it's kind of a catch-22.
Gotcha. Okay, and that makes sense. It's just I gotta say, everyone, as far as creating, it makes sense that you're trying to find something new, trying to find something you've not done before. So I get it. So that's completely understandable.
Yeah.
How is everyone in the chat doing tonight? I'm going to say this because it's my channel. If you haven't already hit the like button or the subscribe button, go ahead and do it now.
I don't even think I did that.
No, you haven't. I was the first like.
It happens.
It does happen.
The heck?
What?
I accidentally clicked out of the video.
What'd you do this time?
I accidentally clicked out of the live stream.
What'd you do that for?
It was an accident. Who sank?
I sank when my brother threw me into the water.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't Jared. At least I don't remember. I remember it was my other brother that did it. So that right there, guys, is Gladius John. Go check him out. He's kind of a new addition to the stream. So I didn't get his channel in the description. But hey, Michelle, how's it going? We've known each other for 4 years. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a long time, dude. That is a long, especially with YouTube. That is a very long time.
Yeah, like, because we started talking on the Twitter sphere before I even got into YouTube back in Utah, before I even had a channel.
Yep. Good times.
He was one of the guys that helped me answer questions on my motorcycle and riding. And I think you are like the only one that's still around.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. All of them, everybody in our initial group that we were talking to have either gave up or deleted their content. It's kind of, it sucks because I understand how they felt. It's really hard to do YouTube. I could jump the Grand Canyon with my hair on fire and I'll only get 1,000 views, and it's like, what the hell? But yeah,
I think Informal Llama is still around, but I don't know. I haven't checked him out, but I remember Thundercat came up from Cincinnati and taught me how to ride, and he's not doing anything at all either.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy. Formal Llama, he's doing gaming streaming on Twitch right now. I think he's starting to get into Red Dead Redemption 2 that just came out.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out.
He's got a Twitch channel. I'll message it to you.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy the way people start this and then it's almost like it's too hard and they give up. Sorry, what was that?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Especially, I think what it killed a lot of it was, the new round of demonetizations, 1,000 subs. That really crushed a lot of people. And, I was thinking, okay, what's next? 10,000 subs or 100,000 subs is going to be the new benchmark. I mean, you can't keep doing that to people.
And we've talked about this before, and I was monetized at first because back then they monetized everyone.
Weren't you monetized for like 10 days?
No, I was monetized for like a year before they cut it, and it was 10,000 views. I just barely hit 10,000 views.
I remember,
like last week. But when they stopped, when they initiated that 10,000 view thing, they demonetized me, and then I'm at 568 subscribers right now, and I'm still pushing towards that 1,000 subscribers, and I've got like 13% on my watch time, so I'm like, I've still got a long journey to go on that.
By the way, congrats on 500.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I didn't get to say something. I've been busy all week, but yeah.
No worries. Well, that's another thing I was going to mention is everyone has lives, and it's hard to meet up like schedule wise, and so. But I hit that like 2 weeks ago. No, I guess it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it's been exciting. What else are you up to with other than the riding? Are you taking a break right now with the new kid?
Yes and no. I've been riding local spots when I can, but that's like I could get out the house for 2 hours once a week, maybe if I'm lucky. Our two other kids, they're 6 and 8 years old, and they're to the age where they're a handful. And the wife is recovering from a C-section, so she can't pick up after them. She can't make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I pretty much have to be here, helping around the house and taking care of them and stuff like that, which is completely understandable. But I had some footage saved up from the beginning of the year. I had these plans that I was gonna make all these voiceover videos, footage I didn't release, some from racing and so on and so forth. And then I had a hard drive failure. Yeah, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte of footage gone. I managed to the directory. It was like virtual Swiss cheese, so I managed to save a little bit of it. So I've got another video or two I can do of stuff that I'd planned out, but most of it's gone. So
that's terrible.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty mad.
Yeah, I understand. I thank goodness have never had any hardware problems. But I could imagine losing data like that. That would be no fun.
Yeah, I was crushed because some of it was from my best races and stuff, so I was pretty upset with it.
That would be pretty rough. Is the weather getting to where you can't ride anymore? Or?
I ride year-round, snow, rain, it don't matter.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
you're on a dirt bike.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're out on the road and anything. You know, if there's snow on the ground, you know, I've got off-road tires, so they do just fine in the snow. You know, at 40 degrees, when you're riding and you're riding really hard, you start to sweat even at 40 degrees with jersey on. So it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, back when I had a four-wheeler, we would go out to the sand dunes in December, and that was some of the best riding that we had because the sand was hard and it gave better traction. But it was, and the other great thing is there was nobody else out there, so we had the sand dunes all to ourselves. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. You have to use the little flag whips so people.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But we went out there so often that we just went and bought quick release so we could put them up and down. So that wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
And the cool thing is most of our flags we found, like people, they either broke off and people left them, or so.
Hey, you know what? I've got a gas cap like that. Somebody wrecked, hit a tree, left her gas cap there, and I was like, mine.
Considering the flags are like $20-25 a piece, so do you have to ride with a flag?
No, most of the places I ride are dirt bike only, and they're directional.
Gotcha.
You know, so in the other places I ride, like out on fire roads and stuff, it's just with the group I ride normally. Gotcha. And we've had some close calls. We've run into each other every now and again, you know, done wheelies into the back of each other and stuff, but it's always like you know, it's never some like crazy high speed stuff where we're going to the hospital, you know. We kind of I don't know, we kind of jive. We kind of like, I know when my buddy's going to try to pop a wheelie or, you know, rip around a corner or something, so I kind of let him do his thing and vice versa.
Well, that was one of the things that I was always paranoid out of the sand is because I don't trust other people, and people. Oh
yeah, rightfully so, dude.
People are stupid and crazy, so I would always steer clear of other groups. So.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to share this with you. A couple of the riders that I like to ride with, you know, they like to drink a little bit when they're riding. In the local news here recently, it wasn't anybody that I knew or from our group, but here, hold on 1 second.
You're fine.
So yeah, live news or local news here. Guy was drinking and killed his buddy. They weren't wearing helmets, which you know, there's a sign right there. But the guy that ran into the back of his buddy is getting charged with aggravated assault and aggravated homicide or whatever it's called. He's facing like 20 years felony. And
oh my God.
Yeah, it was just a drunken mistake with his friend. It wasn't anything. He wasn't trying to do anything to him, you know. It just happened. So I was going to say, like you said, you don't trust anybody. A lot of those guys like to get out there and drink, and that causes major problems.
That's well, number one, in my opinion, everyone should wear a helmet. It's like a seatbelt in a car. This is just my opinion, but everyone should wear a helmet. I know if I didn't wear a helmet, my wife and my mother would kill me for not wearing. So, but yeah, like out of the sand dunes, there was always like when you drive onto the sand dunes, there's a sign that said so many days since last serious accident, and we'd always go on a Saturday, and it'd always say 5 days because the last Saturday they had a serious accident.
Right. That sucks. That really does.
Yep.
You know, even in it's weird because, you know, you go out to places like that. We have a place around East Coast here. It's a beach. I can't remember the name offhand, but they have something similar there as well. And I go to these races. These guys are riding their bikes 40, 50 mile an hour in between trees around 500 other dirt bikes, and nobody gets seriously injured.
That's ridiculous.
So alcohol and no gear, you know, not good.
Nope. I did actually have a question. You at one point did a video of blowing up your bike. How'd that go?
Well, it was fun as hell to make. Let me tell you what. The end result was everybody was all mad because it was clickbait, and yeah, it was clickbait, and that's what you got to do really to do anything anymore. But it was a lot of fun because we got to shoot some really big guns and loud explosions. It was fun.
So did you actually shoot the bike itself, or was that just the explosive next to it?
We shot the explosive next to it, and that ignited the bike and blew up. And it's all legal and all that. It's funny though, we did have the cops show up and check everything out because they heard the explosion at their precinct 8 miles down the road. Yeah. But they came, checked everything out, and we offered to let them shoot some, and they're like, no, we got to go. But, yep, just checking on you. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So what have you been up to lately, man?
What have I been up to? I have not been. I'm still unemployed. I'm still looking for a job.
Right on.
The company was sold in last year, and then in June, they decided that they were closing the office and moving everything out of state. So, yay.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, still looking for a job. I have an interview on Monday, which I'm hoping goes well. So,
yeah, definitely. Good luck, man. Definitely.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Big John, do you have anything exciting going on recently or upcoming?
No, just been playing volleyball. That's about it.
Do you have any more videos with Haggerty coming up?
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
No. Nope.
You should get on that. He's a good kid.
Yeah, I know he's a good kid.
And I say kid because I say kid to everyone. He's not really a kid.
My buddy Steve, he was recording today's game, okay?
Uh-huh.
And the team we went against, one of the coaches, this old lady, and she goes, "Are you recording?" And Steve goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "You know, there's legal reasons that you cannot record." And she went and complained. So now there's going to be problems of me recording stuff.
That's dumb.
But you know what? Guess what?
What?
I don't care.
Isn't this like the second season?
What, for volleyball? No, we've been recording stuff for a few years now. For a couple of years now. Yeah, it's like my second season of recording. But Steve, he recorded it all the time.
Some people are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I've had a takedown notice by a corporation, and that got freaking scary. So I know exactly where he's at right now. So
I haven't got that yet, but that would be scary.
It was some Christian-based group.
The one that you got, Gladius, was that like from somewhere that you were riding, or?
no, it was a corporation, a bike corporation. Like
what?
Yeah, like the main corporate. I can't really say because
yeah,
but yeah, a multi-billion-dollar stockholding corporation sent me a nice lawsuit letter if I didn't take something down.
Did they? Was it like a review that you did, or?
Yeah, it was one of my reviews. They didn't
That's
like
ridiculous.
it too much. Yeah, people hate when you tell them the truth, you know.
Well, make it good the first time around, then maybe they won't get a bad review.
I know, right?
Amen to that.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
To say the
luckily,
least.
Huh?
Yeah, it sucked.
Was the video getting good results?
Oh yeah, it had over 100,000 views.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Okay, that's
man.
Mm-hmm. Big John,
Yeah.
What were you recording when they told you you were having a problem with? What was it again?
Volleyball game.
It was for the Special Olympics.
Well, why would they have a problem with that? That's my question.
Because it was a Christian group. And they were having a problem with it.
Like people harassing them online or something?
No, like I have no clue. They didn't get into it with us. It was my friend that was recording. I didn't get a chance to record any of the games yet.
Gotcha.
But I'll start and record next week.
I mean, you would think that, because that's something very positive, you would think that they would be.
Exactly. My friend has muscular dystrophy. And he's showing motivation that he get out there and show other people with muscular dystrophy, he could show them that they could go out and do something.
That's awesome. And man, that does kind of upset me that they would have an issue because the positive message you're sending to other people, exactly, that's powerful. That really affects people in their everyday lives, so.
And my videos are for people to get motivated because I'm a bigger guy losing weight. It shows other people that are also big get out there and that they could do sports and all that stuff.
That's really cool. I mean, part of the dirt bike racing aspect is working out and cardio and stuff, and it's super, super tough. And especially if you're starting off from the beginning, that's where it's really hard and you need the most motivation to get going. And honestly, man, keep doing what you're doing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Bergie.
Hey, Berg.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous that they asked you to quit. Well, I mean, at least in Ohio, I know you can film in any public space, so I don't know if it's a private space that you were at or what, but I don't know.
The building is the Special Olympics complex is a private building, but we never had a problem before.
Yeah. The only time I ever had a problem was I tried to record my MSF course, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, and they told me to knock it off.
I had that same exact problem, and I asked the lady why, and she says everybody's seen the YouTube video with the girl hammering on her front brakes and ending on her face, and if that happens here, I don't want that to be another 2 million view sensation.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that what? Oh my gosh.
That's what the wife's MSF teacher told us. I was like, oh man, okay.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask Big John though, can he show the organizers his channel and say, "Hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do. It's a positive message," and get special written permission, maybe?
Oh, I'll still do it no matter what. I don't care what anybody says.
Right on.
Bergie, we have me, Daren Hillhouse, you know. We have Big John. He's having camera issues, so he's not illuminated. And we have Gladius John, who I've known for 4 years, and he helped me get my start in my YouTube journey. And he has no camera, so I'm the lucky one that you get to see my face all the time.
The face of the live stream.
Yeah. How are you doing, Bergie? How is California? Gladius, do you have like races scheduled next year, or do you have just whenever they come up?
I'm in 2 different series, and each series has their own schedule already for next year.
Gotcha.
And I was thinking about joining a third, which was at GNCC. The one series is statewide. There's another series that's East Coast, from Maine to Florida. Most of the races are around Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, but there's a couple longer ones. So maybe the ones that are a state away I can go to. And then there's a third series, which is that GNCC, which is like nationals. So you're racing in California, then you're racing in Nevada, then in Colorado, then in Michigan, then PA, then back down to Texas. So I would only be able to be in like maybe one of the 12 races next year of that series.
Gotcha.
But basically as many races I possibly can throughout the different series around my area.
Gotcha. I had a question. So hold on, I'm Googling it. I know. So I'm from Utah. I know there's a racetrack in one of the small towns in Utah called Monticello. I'm just trying to see if it's what type of race track it is. Hold on. Where is it? Sorry. Don't worry, Bergie will still be here.
I got a link for Utah Hair Scrambles. This would be a statewide. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Go for it. Because it could be what I'm looking for. But my brother lives down in that area, and he's told me all about the racetrack. I've wanted to go, but I've never gotten the opportunity.
I linked it in the Hangouts there. It won't let me post.
Oh, gotcha. Because you're not a mod. Let's see.
Let me see if GNCC is going to be around your area. Or wait, that you used to be in Utah.
Yeah, I used to be in Utah. I'm just curious.
You were.
Let's see.
That's actually AMA Pro West Division. National Hare and Hound AMA NHHA Championship. They do, let's see here. West Division is from California, Nevada, Utah, a couple other states.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the West Division, and then East and West have a shootout at the end of the season. So it would be like all you guys on the West Coast versus all us on the East Coast would be the final race.
Gotcha. The one that I'm looking for doesn't seem to have a website. Oh, they have a Facebook page. So you don't have to go to all the races in the division, though, right?
No, you can choose to just go to one. Gotcha. And certain races are a little bit different. The statewide race that I do is Hare Scramble, which has a certain set of rule sets. You have different lines, and it's basically a 9-mile course in 3 or 4 laps. And, you know, you go back like 3 or 4 times through the same track. Then you have sprint enduros, which are like 75 miles long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have gas stops and checkpoints, and what they call the checkpoints are essentially what they call tests. And if you don't complete a test in the allotted time, you can't move on to the next test. That's it. You're out.
So they kind of gotcha.
So
that sounds intense.
It is, especially since most of the terrain in each test, there'll be a rock section test, a wooded section test. And when I say wooded, I mean like you're moving your handlebars in between 2 trees because your bike won't physically fit between the 2 trees.
Oh, wow.
It'll be like 8 miles of that. It's grueling. It's incredible.
I'm sure that would be like a workout.
It is. It's somebody wore a Fitbit on our line last year. It burnt 2,100 calories in 2 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
The average heart rate, I believe, was 165 with a peak of 195. And that was just one race, 1 2-hour race.
Wow. So I'm going to share my screen because I can. This is some enduro races according to the Google Sphere. Holy cow.
So that right there, the Erzberg Rodeo, that one is WESS, World Enduro Super Series. That is your best of your best around the world for each country. Graham Jarvis is the current winner of all of them, really. Yep. Paul Walker, Jamison, some of these guys, you know, I mean, they're freaking incredible. Some of the obstacles they go through, I can't even actually physically do it, let alone at any kind of race pace. Like, I don't have the skill to get my bike to do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So do you, I mean, so those are those races that you don't do, or you just...
Well, that series is...
It's a different series.
So that series is the best of the best. And I got an invite because, you know, I've done a couple of races, but you have to qualify before each race. They give you a test. And if you don't qualify their test, then you can't line up the next day.
Gotcha.
So if you look at that head-to-head enduro racing picture, one row up all the way to the right, click on that. Right there, yep. So you see that hill?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I would end up going head over heels all the way down that hill. So, wow. Yeah. This is the best of the best right here.
I'd probably pee my pants.
Oh, I would too.
I remember some sand dunes that are that steep. I'm like, nope, ain't gonna do that.
That's sand crazy. Is actually really hard to ride on a dirt bike. Because I've seen videos of tank slap speed wobbles.
Yeah.
Well, you get that at like 5 miles an hour. There's no stopping it. You just have to let the bike wobble and just pin the gas. That's all you can do.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. There you go. You should try that one. on a mountain bike?
I was thinking about getting in because I need to do cardio and I can't sit still and do a treadmill or anything like that. So I was thinking about getting a mountain bike and trying it just to build my endurance back up. So I was thinking about it.
That just seems like too much work for me. That's crazy. So how often do you do a race?
During the season, it'll be 2 a month.
Gotcha.
Between November and January, it really winds down. You might be lucky to catch 1 a month. I know I got 1 in January, but it's the official season starts in March.
Okay. Would like the winter be like an off-season type thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay. That sounds like fun though. I remember back before I moved, my brother, when I had a four-wheeler, he was trying to get me to get a dirt bike. Never done a dirt bike.
He was beating her.
My motorcycle is my first time on two wheels, other than a bicycle.
You still riding that thing?
Yep. Had to put it away for the season because it got cold. Plus, at the beginning of October, I had a surgery and I couldn't lift anything over 10 pounds. So I figured that probably would count. So I put it away.
Yeah, no doubt.
Unfortunately.
How'd the surgery go?
Great. I have a big old scar, but other than that, it's good. They just went in and repaired a hernia.
Okay, right on.
Nothing too fancy.
Trying to rebuild the core strength.
Yep. You know, it was actually crazy. The hernia was like it looked like it was like the size of my fist, but the doctor said it was the size of his pinky. Basically, I had too much fat pushing it. But it's repaired. It started when I was 14. I finally got it fixed. So. But I put the bike away so I can get ready for that. One of these days, I want to upgrade to something fancy.
Yeah, yours is pretty cool though. I'd supermoto it.
See, I want to keep it just because it's like for around town, it's a great thumper. But I'm afraid it's going to be hard to find parts.
So have you thought of turning it into like a custom cafe type looking thing, or something like that, chopping the seat and stuff? Or
I don't like cafe racers. I don't know. I thought about turning it into like chopping off all the plastic and making it kind of my own thing. But I think it would be cool. But I'm really afraid of being able to find parts if I ever need them down the road.
Right on. I'm kind of mad at Harley right now.
Why?
Because they killed the only dirt bike company that we had in America, Alta Motors. They killed them.
The what motors?
Alta Motors, the electric dirt bikes.
Never
He's
heard
going to
of
look it up now. He's going to look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
I test rode one. I test rode one, and let me tell you, this thing had a ton of power. The thing on the sports bikes and the quicker road bikes is when you're in full acceleration, it'll give you a tunnel vision and this kind of weird rush feeling, right? That bike was a dirt bike, and it was so powerful, it gave me the same feeling that I had on my Gixxer 600 when it was accelerating.
Wow.
It was pretty light. It had a really good suspension. It's an all-electric dirt bike. It was competitive. It won second or third in the Red Bull Rhythm. So it's a really good dirt bike, and they killed it.
Well, it looks pretty cool. Is it like completely dead, or they're working on killing it?
No, it was completely dead. And that's the thing. It was competing in Red Bull National Series. It had so much press, release on it. It was actually a really good dirt bike, a really good concept. The motor, it was super powerful, more powerful than my bike. It was a good damn bike, and they just killed it.
Did they buy the Alta company?
Yes. And then they it wasn't really buy. They went into business together, and they basically used Alta Motors. This is my opinion.
Okay.
But I believe they used Alta Motors to come out with their own electric bikes, and then they kicked them down the road when they had what they needed.
That's pretty crappy business.
Yeah. And they're known for that, though. They've done that throughout history. If you do the history on back down into when they first started all the way up until now, that they do that. So does Ford. Ford will do that too.
So have you heard anything or seen anything for the Zero motorcycles?
Yep.
How are those?
Again, I'm pretty sure it's based on the Alta series, and I mean, it's probably going to be a great bike if it is. But hey, I won't buy one.
Did I hear Harley Davidson was doing a dirt bike? Or is that rumor? I'm looking.
No, I'm just seeing that we're Alta and Harley partnered up in March, and then they broke up last month.
Wow.
That was the only American-made dirt bike we had.
All right, so the Harley dirt bike that I'm seeing is the Pan America, and it's an adventure touring motorcycle.
Yeah, okay, yeah. They're trying to compete with the KTM 1190, BMW GS 1200, the big adventure section. It's basically these guys load these bikes down with panniers, camping gear, stuff like that, and they go out through Alaska and drive these big bikes over stuff. And they're capable of off-road, but not like a dirt bike would. It's limited.
Yeah. I actually have, sorry to interrupt, I actually have a buddy on Facebook that has a touring company that does it on BMWs. Oh.
Right on.
Big John's going to get him a Harley Davidson 3-wheeler. Right?
I hope so.
I love riding motorcycles. It's amazing. I love talking people into getting motorcycles.
But I always wanted that.
I know. What were you going to say, Gladius?
Oh, you said talking people into getting motorcycles. I just walk up to them and go, "Brap."
That's freaking awesome. So I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe that if more people rode, I believe more people would be aware of them. And I think it'd be safer.
Yes and no. It would be safer in a general sense that, but you still have the idiots that'll drink, and you still have the texting and driving, and so yeah.
Yep. I don't mess with my phone when I'm driving.
It's not a good idea.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would help in awareness, like motorcycle awareness. Like, I think part of the problem is people just are not aware of them being out there, and I think that it would help that way. But I could be wrong. There may not be studies on that.
Well, it might help to a degree. I don't think it'll solve the ultimate problem, but it would definitely help, save, somebody's life here and there. It's just that, being around this area, there's a Facebook group that we get to see all the actions and all the events in our local area. And, you're talking like 5 accidents throughout a day in a community every single day. And it's just like, holy cow.
Wow. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
All right, Daren, I'm sorry to do this, but I gotta get going.
No, you're not allowed.
No.
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
That's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah.
Like I'm on my phone. I have the news, and I know during the summer I get notifications of like pop up from the news just reporting motorcycle accidents. I'm like, there's like way too many.
Yep. Yep.
That's why you wear all your gear.
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true.
Even if it's 105 outside.
105. I don't know. Most of your gear. We'll say most of your gear.
All right. I've actually a couple times ridden without my pants.
What, like in your boxers?
No, I don't put my motorcycle pants on.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I know. But yeah, it's other than that, I think
you do kind of get this guilty feeling, though.
I do. Like, what if this is the one time that I get it?
Yep.
Yep. Do you do any street riding, or is yours mainly off road?
I'm about giving up on street riding. Honestly,
Gotcha.
To me, well, there's 2 reasons, of course, because of how dangerous it is. I've lost a friend recently to it, and also it's boring to me now.
Gotcha.
At the same speed I would go on the road, I'm going off road. I'm going 60 miles an hour through these fields. And trying to control a bike upright at those speeds is a lot more fun off road to me than it is just cruising. I don't know. I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie, so I don't know.
Makes sense. Let's see. One day maybe I'll get into off road. I know my brother back in Utah has a couple dirt bikes. Maybe I'll go visit him one day and borrow one. But right now I'm stuck on the street. I like the idea of I really like the idea of modifying mine to make it something my own, but like the idea when I got it was to take off all the plastic and make it something that was unique, but that never happened.
Hey, I understand. Time, finances, just not a priority, man. I get it.
I was this close to taking off the windshield. I hate the windshield. It's useless. I don't like the way it looks, but the brackets were bent because the person. So I bought my bike from a dealer that used it to teach the classes, and so it had been dropped a couple times, and so it bent the bracket, and it just was a pain in the butt to. But it does have a Thundercat sticker on. I'll tell you that much.
There you go.
I put it on the back, so it's got a tramp stamp.
There you go. Speaking of Thundercat, I messaged him probably about 6 months ago. He never responded. I don't know where the heck he is.
I don't know if he's on Twitter or anything. I do know he's on Instagram. He's actually got a Subaru WRX that he posts pictures of on the Instagram.
Oh, nice. Is it modified?
He's working on it. Let's see. HBL. Hella_Teebee. Let's see if I can show it. Actually, let's do this. This is going to be better. Yep, that's it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Gonna share my screen. That's him right there. He does have a baby bike. I'm trying to remember what it is.
He's into that Teebee love.
Yeah.
It's a fun car to modify. I had a friend of mine had one that was man, it was seriously modified. It had a lot of power. It would roast all 4 tires in
That
third
would
gear.
be fun.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Definitely powerful.
Trying to find his baby bike. Where is it? One day I would like to try a Teebee Life. One day when I win the lottery.
Yeah, they are expensive as all hell though. I drive a 98 pickup. Cheap.
Nice.
Whatever. Don't matter to me. You know.
Hey, as long as it does what you need it for. So
yep, exactly. I don't like working on my own stuff at the end of the day. I work on everybody else's stuff all day. I don't want to come home and do it. So I'm just like, something cheap and reliable.
There it is, right there.
Huh. So the Kawasaki Z125.
Let's see. See if we can find another.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Z125.
Yeah, him and his wife both have Teebees. The load. Yep.
Good car, but expensive.
Come on, where is it? I don't know. He might have posted it on his old yeah, I haven't talked to him in like forever.
It's like Thundercat, if you're watching, say what's up. Oh, you know who that is, right? That guy in the picture with the black shirt?
Him?
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
Yep, I know who that is. There's another picture.
Yeah, that's Z125. It's basically like a Grom.
Gotcha. Hulagram Z120. Yeah. That would be a fun bike to have at some point.
But you'll be limited. They are fun. I've ridden one, but you're limited to like 55 miles an hour, and that's ringing it out like max RPM.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a second or a third bike.
Yeah, I could honestly say though they are fun because they're so tiny. Like you can literally throw it into a turn and it loves it. It's weird. It's like riding a little moped. It's a lot of fun.
That would be... One of these days I want to try riding a moped. A lot of people give me crap about my bike being a moped, but like it's not a moped.
No, it's got gears. It goes faster than 30 miles per hour. It's not a moped. That's another reason why I don't really like the Harley crowd, because if you don't have one big old bagger, you ain't a real biker. And that slogan is just a bunch of BS, if you ask me.
Yeah. I don't actually hang out with a lot of people. It was like mainly my old coworker that was joking around, or one of the people actually comes in my chat most Saturday nights. I'm not sure where she is tonight, but she gives me crap about it being a moped. So.
Yeah,
it's still a fun bike. I enjoy it. Like, it's great for around town. It's not so comfortable on the highway. Like, my butt falls asleep, and that's not fun. But around town, it's a blast.
yeah, that's a common thing for thumpers. My DRZ 400 will do that to me too.
Do you still have your Supermoto?
Yep, for now it's up for sale.
Gotcha. Now's not the time to be selling it, though.
I just want it gone.
Gotcha. You got rid of your Gixxer, right?
Yeah, I sold the Gixxer.
And you got rid of your, huh?
I was gonna say that thing was gonna get me killed. I was doing some stupid stuff on it.
Gotcha. And you got rid of your Gladius, right?
Yep, and I shouldn't have, because that was actually a really good bike. I shouldn't have got rid of that one.
You know, you always get rid of things, and then you realize that you shouldn't after you get rid of things. Actually, hold on. I think I might have something. 1 second. Nope. Nope. Check this out. Check this out.
What you got? Oh, snap. There it is. Yep. The old design. Holy cow. I think I've got like 10 of those left.
I didn't Informal Llama do these, or was that somebody else?
No, yeah, Informal Llama did them for me. He had the decal thingy or whatever. I don't know how he did it, but he did really good.
Crazy drunk pedestrian. I just thought of that. Like, I have more. Three, four, five. Got 5 of them.
That's cool. That's real cool.
I need to do something with them.
I'm waiting for somebody to show me the original, because you remember the original logo I have with the Gladius itself?
I do not.
So let's see if I can. Actually, I don't have any way of showing it right here because it's long gone. But I made stickers up when I had like 100 subs, like 3.5 years ago. I gave them out, and I said, "Hold on to these because I'm never making these again." So I'm just waiting for somebody to send me a picture of my original logo on their dirt bike or something. I was gonna be like, "My man, I'm sending you $100."
That would be freaking awesome.
It would be, but you know.
To be honest, I have been kind of out of the crowd as far as moto vlogs. I do my own moto vlogs and put them on my channel. But I got some. Let's see what else I got. I got some from Heathen Rider.
Oh, cool.
And then I think I got some from. Yep, right there. And I don't even know if these people are still around, but I got it from Pink Jixie Girl.
She is, yeah. I think. Hold on, let me look something up. She's rocking, actually, if I remember right.
Hey, we got 5 people watching. How's everyone doing tonight? What was your original logo?
Trying to find it. Hold on. It was literally like 3.5 years ago. I was trying to find a picture of it.
So do you still have oh my gosh. Are you still doing the Amazon affiliate stuff?
Yeah. I haven't really been pushing it.
Gotcha.
It's kind of just on autopilot. I did a couple of review videos on certain parts that are, common modifications for the bike, and I just put that on there, and it's on autopilot, and I get like $50 a month from it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're actually in the right location to be scroll all the way up. Because I think, all right, start scrolling down. I'll let you know when I see it. This is how rare it is. I haven't seen it yet. No.
Is it on your Patreon?
No.
This bike sucks.
Oh, you got to read the comments on that video. It's hilarious. So, like, the first 2 minutes, I was trash talking the bike, and it's my bike, the bike I race, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I love the freaking bike. It's my favorite bike out of all the bikes I've ever rode. That's why I own it and I race it. But I was trash talking it, just as a joke, and I even said that at the 2-minute mark. And you just got to read some of the comments. It's so hilarious. People thought I was like dead serious because they own that bike and they got really offended. It was the funniest thing.
Hey, Richard. How are you doing tonight?
What's up, man? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, check that out.
Chaotic Moto, yeah. That was a while ago.
Holy cow, that's my other channel.
Yep.
That's my motovlog channel that I haven't done anything with in like 2 years.
Oh, wow. You know what's funny? You see that Honda? Go scroll back up a little bit. See that Honda Sierra 450L? I made a comment on that video.
Oh, gotcha.
That's interesting that came up. It was one of those comments that kind of went viral. You know how like they end up getting like 100 thumbs up or whatever. So I wonder if that's why. But
probably. Try this. So for those of you that don't know, I have another motovlog channel that I used to put a lot of my motovlogs on. However, I didn't have time to build 2 channels, and I did a motovlog on this channel just to gauge people's reactions, see if they would be interested, and I've got some good results. So basically, I've been putting all my motovlogs on this channel just because I'm lazy. But like, I know people like to see where I live, and so. Ooh, is it a girl or a boy?
Huh? What?
Is it a girl or a boy?
Oh, the new baby? Oh, boy.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking on my page.
No, you're fine. Do you still have your DR650?
No, I got rid of that bike a long time ago.
Gotcha. There's Thundercat. Oh, have you spoken to RT Commuter lately?
Yeah, me and him talk every now and again, yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
That's good. I know he's doing other stuff.
Yeah. Amway.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, him and his wife are doing good.
That's good.
Holy cow. This is way back here. I think it is in this video. Hold on. Oh, that's Informal Llama sticker. I know what video, like I showed a picture of the stickers and then mailing them off originally. I know what video it's from. I just can't find it.
Well, because you did multiple mailings, because you mailed these ones to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you had one before this?
Yep.
Gotcha.
I know of 3 people that come to mind that got one. One of them was a subscriber I had for a long time. His name was I Am Detect. And I don't know, he just kind of faded off into the dark about a year and a half ago, and I haven't seen him in the chat since, or in the comment section. I haven't seen him in the comment section since. I probably pissed him off. I piss people off.
It's their problem.
See, Harley Davidson slow. I love pushing the envelope because it drives interaction. So
you love pissing people off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's what you need is the interaction.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't really care of the consequences. And of course, I'm not gonna say some extremely controversial things. Like on the political spectrum and stuff. I keep that off the channel because I ride with people that are on the exact opposite in that manner, but we're still dirt bike friends. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I keep that kind of stuff off the channel. But when I'm talking about a bike or a part, if it's good, it's good. I'll tell you it's good. If it's crap, I'm going to trash talk it. And I don't care if you like it. I'm still going to trash talk it. Yeah, that's the old, that's not it. It was even older than that one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
What's this? Is that just... Well, obviously it's your logo, but what's it on?
Oh, that's on a video. Another guy who used to subscribe to me, we had the same bike. And,
gotcha.
He had some life changes that he couldn't continue.
Gotcha.
He was actually a really good guy. And he was really starting to, he was shy at first, and he was really starting to come into, like actually doing really well. And then, some things happen, and it is what it is,
Definitely.
Oh, and the other thing is, you see these Gladius, like digital currencies. That is not me. But I got messages from people, at the time that came out, because the developer for that digital currency was named John, and it was Gladius John.
Oh, that's
and everybody thought it was me. And the scariest part was it was a digital currency, and they wanted you to test it by trying to hack it. And I'm like, no, don't hack my freaking channel. I'm not that dude. I don't know anything about that stuff.
That would be scary.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, it was interesting time. But apparently that, I don't know, it went away or something. I guess, I don't know.
Is it like Bitcoin type of thing?
Yeah, like a Bitcoin derivative, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was really scary though, because I got a message from like this like hacker who's like, I found a hole in your cryptocurrency. I'm like,
story, bro.
Like what? No.
Try again.
I ride motorcycles. I don't know anything about that.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I hope my channel doesn't get hacked. But
is your lady wife still riding?
Yes, but off-road only.
Gotcha.
Yep. And she hadn't been able,
obviously with the baby.
Yeah, she hadn't been able to ride in about 9 months, right? But yeah, right before she got pregnant, we were riding. that right there, that Gladius Note or whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I am definitely not affiliated with that. I don't know how. I didn't even know how to fucking set up an encoder for this, but yeah.
Let's see.
I still haven't seen that logo though. I was looking back through some of my videos. It would have been 2015.
Do you have the GoPro Hero 7?
I do now, yeah.
How is it?
It's it's buggy and operational. It's shit. Excuse my language, but image quality and sound quality is well far beyond I was expecting. So I'm recording in 4K now with the hyper smooth function, and I can ride over logs at a high rate of speed, going up and down, up and down, up and down, super quick, and the imagery is just dead still.
Nice.
It's so brilliant. The colors, the detail is so brilliant. Yeah, it's really good. The sound too. I don't even have to use the external mic. Of course, if you were doing like road vlogs when you were above 60, 70 miles an hour all the time, you would want to, but for what I do, you know, I'm mostly under 40 miles an hour through the woods. Works great.
That was a big pain. Like, I upgraded to the 5 this year, and I had to wire my mic through my helmet. It was like a big pain. I went from a Hero 3 with the wireless with the Cena backpack, and I had to wire it through the helmet because the backpack doesn't work for the new GoPro.
See, I've always had the wire, but the wire has been so small and light from so
it's not a problem now. It was just a pain in the butt to actually wire it.
Right. Well, I've noticed a problem actually when I do run the wired mic now, because of the different style USB port it has, or what I don't know the actual terminology for that port. I believe it's the same on the 5.6 as well.
It's like a USB-C.
Yeah, it looks like an Apple, but like giant Apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that can't move at all, or else it will disconnect, and that won't work, of course, for what I do. Just accelerating, the G forces from accelerating will push the connection to the side enough to where it'll disconnect, and you'll hear that
accelerating. There you go.
Well, you know.
I'm joking.
Yeah, well, you know, I know, but yeah, it just. My problem is I like the image quality so much that I can't stop using it. But man, they really have to fix that external mic thing. They just need to put a regular 3.5 millimeter jack in the side of it.
That would make too much sense. I mean,
well, you honestly. Know, exactly right.
But then they couldn't sell the adapter for $50.
Well, mark the price of the camera at $50. I'll pay for that, or make a special one, right? That has that option for $50 more.
With the Hero 3, I was able to get an adapter for $10 off Amazon. It was great.
Right.
Because everyone and their dog made it, but with the Hero 5 and 6 and beyond, they don't. It's all specialized GoPro, and it's ridiculous. I actually bought 2 just because I wanted one to. So what I did is I zip tied it to my GoPro mount, so it didn't wobble around while it was on my helmet. So it's like permanently zip tied on. Because I use my GoPro for my moto vlogs as well as my vlogs, and so I had to have 2.
Right, that makes sense. So I have 2 different setups. I have the setup I would run while I'm racing. Of course, I don't run that wired mic when I'm racing, because every time you race, you're getting hit by other people on bikes, and you're going to fall off the bike. You're going to wreck. You know, the wires get pulled out and destroy the camera. But then I have, like, when I'm doing a video, you know, a review of something, I keep the regular, it's 3M double-sided tape with Velcro, so I can just pop it on and off.
Gotcha.
So
I'll try that. Where do you have your helmet or your camera located?
So right now I have a hybrid mount. I kind of got the arms just right. It's mounted on the side.
Okay.
But it comes forward just like super almost dead square with the chin.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the reason why is because with motocross and dirt bike helmets, you have the breather there in the front. And that's where, so you can't run a flat mount there. It would just fall right off.
Well, mine, like, there's no room on the front because it's like so tapered that there's no room to mount it. Like, my dad was actually talking about starting a YouTube channel with four-wheelers, and he's asking the best place to mount it. I'm like, mount it right here. That's where everybody wants to do it.
Right.
And he's like, I don't have a chin. He's got a half helmet, so he can't do that. But
I can, I'll send you, oh, he's got a half.
Yeah.
He's going to have to do the Teletubby.
Yep. And that's what I told him. I'm like,
yeah.
Right now he's got it on the side, but he wants to find the best view. I'm like, either the side or the Teletubby, but
yeah, there's not much options there.
Nope. So one of these days I want to figure out a way to put it on my front, like right there. Well, we'll see. Nobody knows what the future holds. At least I don't.
This is true.
Could all be dead one day. Oh wait, we'll all be dead one day. Never mind.
Yeah, true story. That's the only thing guaranteed in life, right?
Well, that and taxes. But we're not going to get political.
Yeah, you know. I think everybody on every spectrum hates taxes, so we're good on that, right?
Yeah. Definitely. So other than the baby and the riding, how's work going?
It's slowed down. Winter's coming up. Work slowed down, but we were rocking all summer. You know, just same old.
Does it always slow down in the summer? In the winter?
Yeah, because everybody stops repairing their cars and starts getting ready for Christmas, and then after New Year's, people ain't got their tax returns yet. So yeah.
Gotcha. So do you like repair cars or do you modify them at all?
I do everything.
Okay.
So if you blow up your engine, you put a hole in your engine, I'll replace your engine. If you need a head gasket, I'll replace that. If you need anything simple like brakes, I do that. And we do modifications. A lot of times we're doing performance parts on turbo diesels.
Oh, nice.
Over boosting them. And so, let me tell you, some of these some of these mods, man, you can get like 50, 55 pounds of boost in these diesels. And
wow,
dude, it's ridiculous. They run faster than these sports cars. Like there was a 5.0 Coyote Mustang, and we took customers. Well, he brought us out to local track. He ran against a modded 5.0 Mustang, the newer one, and in a Ford F-350 diesel, whooped them.
That's crazy.
Yep, couldn't believe it.
So, what's the craziest thing you've done to a car?
Well,
like the customer said, do this, and you're like, "Are you sure?"
I don't know. That's a tough one because most of the time, 99% of the time, when I'm doing something, it's for a reason, and I'm the one dictating the reason.
Gotcha. Okay.
There have been some times where a customer may want us to partially repair a vehicle, and there may have been one time when, given the circumstances, I was forced to. But a lot of times when that issue comes up, we either decline the work altogether. Because the shop I work at, we're not shade tree at all, you know.
Yeah.
So it's either you fix it right or you take it somewhere else, kind of a situation.
Makes sense.
I think some of the craziest work I've done has probably been the diesel work, though, because you take the cab off the diesel, the frame and everything stays on the ground, and the cab's up in the air, and you're underneath the truck replacing turbos and stuff. So that's probably been some of the crazier stuff I've done. But other than that, it's all kind of blending in, to be honest with you. It's, you know.
Gotcha. One of these days, I'd like to learn more about engines and motors and cars. Like I like cars. I just don't know much about them. If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Takes a while. A lot of studying. A lot of studying and learning and figuring out and messing up and figuring out why you messed up, and
I was actually shocked. I don't know if you remember back when I first bought my bike and I had to clean out the jets. I was shocked that I was able to do that.
That was good though.
Yeah. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. But with you and Thundercat's help, I got it done.
Yep. Good stuff.
Did you ever hear about how my bike was having, like, it wouldn't shift into fifth gear and it was leaking oil and stuff?
Yeah, I remember that. What was the outcome though?
So I called the dealership and they're like, basically they said, you bought it as is, good luck. And I'm like, yes, but if I'd have known it was broken when I bought it, I wouldn't have bought it. They're like, well, good luck. So I blasted them on Twitter, and the owner called me up and said, bring it in and we'll fix it.
Right on. So they fixed it, no charge?
Yep.
Good.
Haven't had any problems with it since.
Good. Good to hear.
I put almost in the last 3 years, I put like 3,000 or 4,000 on it, 3,000 or 4,000 miles. Unfortunately, I'd like to put more on it, but time just doesn't dictate that at the moment.
Oh, I understand. Trust me. There's nothing more than I want to do to go out and ride dirt bikes, but ain't happening.
Nope. Excuse me.
Oh, you're cool. I was gonna say though, I gotta put the kids to bed and everything, so I gotta jump off of here.
No worries. I was actually gonna end it. So
okay, cool.
Guys, go check out Gladius John. Go check out Big John. I'm gonna post their channels in the chat really quick last time.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Big John. He's doing some really cool stuff. So
he's a good kid. I've known him for at least 2 years.
Yeah, anybody putting out a positive message in the world, that's definitely commendable. So
definitely. So let's see. All right, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and say goodnight. You guys are awesome. Have an amazing day.
All right, later.